Welcome to the Horror Unmasked podcast,
where we unmask the monsters
and explore the lore.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Lily, and today we'll be dissecting
The Substance.
Let's respect the balance.
On her 50th birthday, Elizabeth Sparkle.
What a name.
I know. A once celebrated, but now faded Hollywood movie star.
Which... terrible.
She's still stunning.
She was stunning.
And she also still had a show.
Yes.
It's not like...
The second she came up, I was like, oh my goodness, girl. Okay, yes, I see you. Work.
Yeah.
Yes. Move it.
She looked beautiful.
She looked
her body looked
beautiful.
great.
Yeah, her body was great. Like, she was very clearly doing well. So what do we mean now faded? I mean, I guess they mean like, oh, she used to be a movie star and now she's here doing like aerobics. But so you make money somehow.
The other person
and she's still
eventually
looking good.
that's gonna appear just does aerobics.
She just did aerobics. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, they were probably like, why are you wanting to do this? Like, you should be a movie star. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, well.
Yeah. Well, she is abruptly dismissed from her long-running aerobics TV show by the producer Harvey due to her age.
On her birthday.
On her birthday,
Like,
which
how
is bullshit. That whole scene of him eating was gross.
Disgusting. Like, the second that popped up, I was understanding why all of my friends were like, yeah, this is very, like, body gross, uncomfortable shot. I was like, okay, yeah. And honestly, not even gonna lie to you.
That scene's not body gross. That's just manners gross.
Yes, but
That's just gross because if you were sitting across someone who did that at the table, I'd be like, you need to fucking recheck your life.
Right. I will say that was probably, to be honest, the grossest part that happened in this show for me. Isn't that weird?
I would agree. You know what?
Isn't that weird?
Too close watching him eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was like slimy and
Yeah.
just everything was all over his mouth and finger. Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm really, like, even when she was eating later
Yeah.
and like shoving her face, that wasn't bothering me as much. But him, that close up, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
we're done.
But they also definitely made sure to focus on his mouth,
Yeah.
which did not help.
Mm-mm.
However, distraught, Elizabeth crashes her car while distracted by a billboard of her being taken down.
What a terrible birthday she's having.
For real.
Oh.
At the hospital, a young nurse covertly gives her a flash drive advertising The Substance, a black market serum that promises a younger, more beautiful, more perfect version of anyone.
Yeah, because this sounds like it's going to go swimmingly.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth, intrigued and desperate, orders the substance and injects the single-use activator serum. She begins convulsing as her body generates a younger version who splits out from a slit in her back.
Oh,
Her name is Sue.
Her name is Sue. Yeah.
Are you talking about the back splitting?
That didn't bother me as much though as the eating thing though. Like it's so weird. Like I watched it and I was like, okay, I understand why everybody was like, oh, body horror, but like, yeah, that had to have been painful as fuck.
Fucking wild to experience.
But like,
yeah,
she did that.
Yeah,
she chose to.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh yeah. And the fact that like even the nurse was checking her spine.
Yeah.
To like
make sure she was a good candidate. Yeah.
Yeah. Which was wild.
Ugh. Yeah, sounds like something from the black market.
Yo, the two bodies must switch consciousness every 7 days without exception, with the inactive body remaining unconscious and fed intravenously with a weekly food supply.
Mm-hmm.
Daily injections of stabilizer fluid extracted from the original body are necessary to prevent Sue from deteriorating.
Yeah, like throwing up your guts legitimately.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's essentially like it's spinal fluid is the way that I'm vibing it, because the area of the body that she takes it from is the spine.
The back, yeah, like right in that.
So so for me, I'm like spinal fluid. I'm assuming it's some kind of form of like
which is
spinal
why
fluid.
I was really confused, because like, how are you generating that much spinal fluid every week? I don't think that's possible scientifically, but I'm not gonna question it.
But also, she had injected herself with that that first dose, so maybe it activated something in her body to
generate
produce
more of that. Yeah, probably.
I would assume
we'll go with that.
Yeah,
we'll go with that.
Assume so. You know, fake science.
Yes,
but like probably not that far off version of science, but like fake science.
Anyway, Sue quickly becomes an overnight sensation as Elizabeth's replacement on TV as the aerobics person, leading a wild lifestyle and enjoying her newfound fame. Elizabeth, meanwhile, becomes a self-hating recluse.
Which is stupid.
It is stupid.
I'd be like, you have 7 days to do whatever you want.
Whatever you want, girl.
You have freedom.
Yeah. You do. Like, you don't need to be scrutinized under the public eye anymore.
There's so many things. We're going to have to get into it whenever we get done with this. Yeah. Because, like, I've got so many fucking things.
Oh, my God.
So many fucking things to talk about.
Yeah. So, nearing the end of her allotted weekly cycle, Sue parties and brings a man home for some casual sex, delaying the switch and causing Elizabeth's right index finger to age significantly, very rapidly.
Yeah.
Elizabeth contacts the supplier, who warns her about the consequences of staying in the other body too long. Despite their shared consciousness, Elizabeth and Sue begin to view themselves as separate individuals and grow to despise each other.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Elizabeth resents Sue for her frequent disregard of the switching schedule, which further exacerbates her aging. Like,
crazy.
Like, great. Like, severe. Like, she should be dead. Like,
I will definitely get into that, because that's part of some of the effects that I will get into.
Yes, very good. Like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. While Sue is disgusted by Elizabeth's constant self-loathing. Following a particularly destructive episode as Elizabeth, Sue stockpiles stabilizer fluid from her back, just as like pulling it out, and refuses to switch back. Sue is then free and is offered the chance to host the prestigious New Year's Eve show.
And I'm also not going to lie to you. The absolutely disgusting pustule that is on
my God,
her back,
it's huge and ginormous and absolutely
and gooey
awful.
And gross.
Yes, yeah,
is just there because she literally takes like
3 months worth, like 2 or 3 months worth.
Oh yeah,
and doesn't swap back for that long.
Oh, does not.
So by the time she's like, she finally needs to. Oh my God, she has aged so far.
And we're about to get into it. Spoiler warning. Skip ahead. 3 months later. The day before the New Year's Eve telecast, Sue runs out of stabilizer fluid. Desperate, Sue contacts the supplier, who informs her that she must switch back to replenish the supply. When they finally switch back, Elizabeth finds herself horrifically transformed into a deformed and near hairless hunchback.
Yep.
Determined to stop Sue, Elizabeth acquires a serum designed to terminate her. However, still craving admiration, Elizabeth stops before fully injecting the serum and resuscitates Sue, leaving both of them conscious.
Like, that's insane. That's insane.
And honestly showing how they really have made themselves into two separate people.
Yes.
Realizing Elizabeth's intent upon seeing the near empty syringe, Sue attacks and kills her before leaving to host the New Year's Eve special.
Mm-hmm.
However, without Elizabeth, Sue's body begins to deteriorate. In a panic, she attempts to create a new version of herself using leftover activator serum, despite warnings from the supplier.
No, literally. It said one-time use.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Throw out after you do it once.
Yep. So it's the fact that she kept it.
Right. Otherwise, it results in the creation of a grotesque mutated body.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, called Monstro Elizasu. I think you can assume where this is going.
Oh, yeah.
With both Sue and Elizabeth's faces. Monstro Elizasu, dressed up in a mask cut from a poster of Elizabeth, limps onto the stage during the live broadcast as the mask falls off, causing the horrified audience to erupt into chaos and attack her.
Mm-hmm.
One man decapitates her, only for an even more mutated head to grow back.
Yep.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Her arm holding the mic stand snaps off, drenching the audience in some Terrifier level blood.
Truly.
Elizasu flees the studio, but collapses into viscera. Elizabeth's original face detaches from the gore, crawling onto her neglected star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She smiles as she hallucinates being admired by everyone before melting into a puddle of pulp. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day, her blood is cleaned up by a floor scrubber.
The end. Yeah. Oh man.
You know, they really had me in the first
There's
half.
so many things.
There's so
Truly,
many things.
There's so many things.
Yeah. I have not been able to get this movie out of my head since watching it like 2 weeks ago, a week or two ago. I don't know. But
Exactly.
it's up there. It's in the noggin,
Okay.
for better or for worse.
We're going to get through some of the technical bits, and then we're going to talk about this movie before we get into our own separate little info sections.
Yes.
All right. This movie was released September 20th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
The director is Coralie Fargett. It won many awards, but the one that it definitely had the most acclaim for was Academy Award for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. It is rated R horror sci-fi. I have the runtime at 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Yep. 2.
And then their budget was $18 million.
Yeah.
So what do you have on that regard?
So in the box office, it didn't actually do that great. It
I'm not
got like
surprised.
44 to 77 million.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that's in
Yeah.
the millions, great, but like for a movie, not really. I don't know why that number is so different, like 44 to 77.
They had
that's like
if I'm correct in looking up some of the awards and stuff, I think that they first debuted it at like film festival style kind of a thing.
fair
So
enough.
I think it's like from here and then movie box office.
Yeah. Okay.
So like
Mhm.
the range is like kind of between those 2 points.
Which fair enough.
Okay.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it got an 89%, just shy of that 90, which I
Feels-
understand.
It feels a little high.
Really?
A little.
Okay. Fair enough. I
I would say lower 80s.
lower 80s. I'm going to agree with this rating.
You're going to agree with the
I'm going to
89?
agree with the 89.
Because I'm closer to maybe like an 86.
Okay. I'm going to say I would have had this movie be in the 90s, but then the ending dropped it for me, and
Yeah.
then that it deserves not to be in the 90s.
There was a lot of the ending kind of
It threw me off
Yeah.
like crazy. There were only 3 deaths
Mhm.
in this movie,
Yeah.
and that is literally all Elizabeth.
Yeah.
It's Elizabeth, and then it's Sue, and then it's Eliza Sue. So there you go.
Yep.
All three were her.
Yep.
And it didn't need to be that way, but
They didn't respect the balance.
they didn't respect the balance.
Yep.
Ugh, hate that, don't ya? As for our cast, pretty good
Collection.
Yeah. We've got Demi Moore as Elizabeth Sparkle, and Margaret Qualley as Sue.
Yep.
And that's who I meant by like pretty good. As for everyone else, I don't really know them. Sorry. But we have Dennis Quaid as Harvey, Jan Bean as the substance, like the person speaking.
Yeah.
And Robin Greer as the nurse. I'm gonna say the two guys she was into, even though they were very minuscule. But we've got
I only have 3 people on my list of cast.
that's probably. And then we've got Hugo Diego Garcia as Diego, and then Oscar Lesage as Troy. So the two dudes that were in there. But yeah.
I was like, it's Elizabeth, it's Sue, and it's Harvey.
And it's Harvey. And then the substance as well. But
yeah.
So really we could just narrow this down to Demi, Margaret, Dennis, and Jan.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very good, very good. That's it for that.
This movie, though. I think the reason why, it's because it's disappointing. Because there was really good potential.
Very, very good potential.
And then it just kind of shat the bed.
It really had like the potential to be like one of my new favorite films.
Yeah.
Like genuinely.
That had like really powerful meaning behind it, but then it just didn't.
It really did shit the bed.
It truly shat the bed. It
really did.
And it's wild because I remember reading something that was like, the director was like, "Oh, I'm not wanting to make a caricature," and I'm just like, "But
then you did.
But then you definitely did.
You definitely did. You absolutely did.
And then that whole ending was
a
fever dream of what is happening.
It was terrible. If you guys had ended this movie
the way that I had described it,
or if you had just stopped it right when she injected herself a second time and started coming out, and then maybe just stopped it at that, like, or not even, like. Okay, maybe right before that.
My retrofitted version.
I like your version better though.
My
I'm just
retrofitted
saying if they just decided
version
to stop, they could have.
Of this film is in the moment where let's just go. We make it through the whole thing, and Sue kills Elizabeth, and Sue starts deteriorating, and she's freaking out.
And then that would have been fine.
But if you wanted to continue, you go, she gets back to the house, she tries to inject herself. This whole monstrous version of her comes out. She's freaking out. But immediately, while she is still in the house, in the bathroom, she begins deteriorating.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yes.
And maybe there's a moment where she's like in that corridor fucking trying to crawl her way to whatever.
Yeah.
And she fully bursts in that hallway, making it gross, because you can still do gross.
You can still do that if you want, yeah.
But in the goop and the gore that is left behind, a intact, original, from the beginning of this movie, version of Elizabeth, with the face, because it's there, crawls out of the goop.
Yeah.
That would have been way better. Because I could then see her like being like, okay, I went through all of that chaos for nothing. And I know that like I was self-hating. I hated the fact, and I was seeking too much. And like, I would love the idea of her, like, you see maybe a year later, she's in a smaller apartment, and her and that dude are dating. You seeing her getting ready to go on another date with him or go out with him, and she's in something a little bit more realistic.
Yeah, we didn't get to talk about this in the summary, but there was like a guy that saw her from childhood.
Because they were like, literally, they went to school together.
Yeah.
And he was just
himself.
Was beautiful. He believed she was beautiful. He liked her a lot. He wanted to see her again. There was a moment where she wanted to do this, but she hated herself so much visually
she stopped. Yeah.
that she
didn't
ruined
even
it
go.
for herself. And I'm like, I would love it if after this whole moment of like self-realization, she like downsizes, realizes she doesn't need to be in the spotlight for someone
Yeah.
to love her.
Mm-hmm. It could also be a thing where it's like, even if she doesn't crawl out of the wreckage and she just exploded in that hallway, it's more like a finalization of like, you fucked up, girl. You only get one shot at this life.
Yes.
Like, you need to just be who you are
Yes.
through and through. You don't get a second chance. And like,
that was, whereas me, mine
more
is
like
mine's the second chance
like
of
a
like,
happy ending. Yeah.
like you fucked up so hard and the other version of you fucked up so hard that this is your last chance. You can never do anything like this ever again. You basically got a do-over, but you got a visual expression of you need to accept yourself for who you are.
Yeah. I want much better.
It okay. Because there's so many different little bits and pieces. Because at the beginning of the movie, like they explain, and even like we said, it is 2 bodies, 1 mind.
Yes.
That's what it is. You are both of the bodies are the same person, which is why in the scene when she's injected herself, when the other body comes out, you're just changing POVs.
Yeah.
And you get to see her like checking herself out and seeing like, oh, I'm now this is how this is, and is aware to start the process. But the second that they start to separate themselves from each other is when it starts to become I don't know what this person's doing anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm not aware of it anymore. We've cut each other off. And it's like, even in my alternate ending version, I would have loved it to see Elizabeth, you know, she downsizes and she has just a bunch of cookbooks because she enjoys cooking.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole scene where she became very decrepit, not fully decrepit at the end, but more almost like your fantasy tale version of like a Wicked Witch vibe.
Yeah.
Where she's like cooking food and all sorts of random stuff. And I'm just like, I would love if an aspect of that was in my version of the alternate ending. It was she still enjoys to cook and do other things because she actually really does enjoy this. Just in that moment, she was doing it out of spite.
Yeah.
But she was also doing something that she'd never got to do before.
Right.
That was something she really wanted to do. And yeah, because the thing is it's the second body. It's the second one. Like, you chose to not respect your own balance.
Yeah.
By making that decision, you made the choice for you two to start splitting.
Yeah.
Into 2 different people.
And that's why they say respect the balance.
Because the only way you get to enjoy both sides of that coin if you respect it.
Following the rules.
But because there's
and seeing both versions of yourself as like
the same person.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it's like they could have easily, if they had followed the rules, if she had followed the rules, well, both sides of her, she could have easily made a real story for the Sue character, being like, oh, I'm Elizabeth's niece.
Right.
Which would explain why she also lives in the apartment with Elizabeth.
Yeah, but she was basically just trying to get rid of her.
She literally she wanted to get rid of herself.
Yeah. She's like, oh, no, she moved out. But it's like, but she did.
And like, eventually the Sue starts putting all of, literally it even says Elizabeth's stuff in boxes in like a room when Elizabeth was looking for the phone number. Like, literally, she did it to herself.
And there's different names. And I honestly, kind of realized like the second they swapped and she just left her there on the cold tile bathroom floor for a week.
I'm not gonna lie, it's understandable because that was like probably quote quote the safest place.
Yeah, it was just like maybe put like a blanket or something on, like, or a pillow, like something, because your body's gonna hurt when you wake up like that.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's also the idea of like, it was smart when she started to build, when she built the alternate room.
Yeah, but
the
it was
bathroom.
just to hide her.
It was just to hide the body.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
she didn't make it comfortable.
No.
It wasn't anything. It was just
No.
like, this is just a room to hide.
But also there's this whole scene in the movie when Elizabeth is Elizabeth and she goes into a like diner and sees the old man.
Yeah, yeah.
And she
As
recognizes the
The
mark
mark.
on the hand, because you have to
Realizing
understand
it's the nurse.
it's literally you are the other one. It will
Yeah.
have something. So before Elizabeth injects herself with the activator, you can see, because she's standing in the mirror naked, so you kind of see her entire body
Yeah.
before they swap, and you can see 3 little birthmarks like on her rib cage. And when the bodies switch, that same mark is there, because there's always going to be some kind of indicator.
I thought it was in a different spot though, which
No,
is kind
it's
of
in the same spot.
because obviously the nurse and then the older guy had the
Because it's
spot.
meant to be, if you have birthmarks, that's the one thing that's going to stay consistent no matter what, because you are literally the same person. Which is how she was able to notice it. But also the fact that he started being like, has she started stealing days?
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, it starts to get into the paranoia of it all, which is absolutely
But you're
insane.
telling me he went through the substance and his younger self decided to be a nurse to just promote the substance?
I think actually I wouldn't be surprised if he was a doctor.
Yeah.
If he was a doctor.
Oh, and he was like,
And
oh,
he's like,
I can't
I can't-
practice anymore.
And maybe it could have been he just got so old that his hands like
Yeah,
maybe no
started
longer
shake or something,
could
yeah.
function doing it, but he still wanted to. I don't even know, because here's the thing. The other big thing is we don't know, did he make the substance?
We don't know that either. Yeah.
Because how would the nurse know
Exactly.
that she was a good candidate?
Unless they hired him and that was one of the options. Like, okay, well, if you work for us, you get to use it.
That's the whole point. Like, maybe that was it. Maybe some other entity is making the substance and he was maybe a doctor in the program
Yeah.
that was involved in it, and therefore the younger version of him is involved in the process, which is why he's able to pinpoint people. No clue. That's like the best I can say. Now, the end of this movie.
Do we have to?
Unfortunately, we have to talk about the real ending and not my better ending.
Yeah, I know.
So, unfortunately, the second the grotesque version, the monstrous version of the two of them together, there is this, I'm going to say, very uncomfortable collection of scenes of her,
Which we absolutely could have done without.
putting makeup and jewelry and the dress
And
on.
like just a tit hanging out.
And it's like
she's
she-
popping the jewelry through her skin,
Through
like
her
piercing
skin.
herself. It's like, oh.
And it's the part that really takes it into fantasy and just like really starts to rip you out of the movie is when she cuts out the picture of Elizabeth,
Yep.
which, okay, but you picked out Elizabeth's face,
Right.
who's not the person.
Even though this is supposed
this
to be
was a
Sue.
You cut out Elizabeth's face, stuck it over your face,
Yes.
and put lipstick on it,
Yeah.
and then went.
Yeah. And the dress
no
is just like
one-
ripped off of you, and you
The
have,
dress is like tattered and destroyed over over this like amalgamate body,
yeah, and it's like thick.
and somehow not a single fucking human being
Not one
in this
like from her
sequence
walk to the apartment
from the apartment. She
to
walks
the stage.
She walks from the apartment through the building onto the stage, and not a fucking person
Says a damn
says
thing.
none of the dancers
Nope.
notice.
Well, that's
What?
because they were already on stage and in position, but it's like, girl.
I'm sorry. If you see someone who looks like that, everyone's screaming.
I would say something personally.
These dancers are up there, titties out.
Yep.
There's directors, there's stage people behind the stage. Not a lick of you are going to notice that there's something very wrong and stop her from ever coming onto stage.
Just one person that she saw from
I'm
outside
sorry.
to the
The
stage.
second the paper falls off her face, they immediately go into
I'm
violence.
sorry. None of that is realistic, especially people who have done theater where it's like from the stage door to the stage. There's
She would
a
have
lot
already
that has to
been
happen.
like attacked and
Yes.
gotten rid of because
Yes.
like, I'm sorry, she looks like a monster.
Yes.
There is no point from the moment there's no moment where she would be walking down the street and not be immediately accosted.
Accosted. Love that. Love
Like,
that word. Yes.
people would be
Yes.
calling the police and being like, there's a fucking
Immediately
monster
on the
walking
street.
down the street.
Yeah, she would be tackled the second she stepped out into the hallway because that one guy kept peeping in on her.
Dude, that weird fantasy scene of the hallway of people clapping,
Yeah.
but then that not being real
yeah, like
was
what?
weird. And God forbid when the mask finally drops, the bloodbath.
The bloodbath. It was everywhere. Like it
It
covered
was-
every inch
went
of the room.
Too long.
Too long, too far.
Too long, too much.
Yeah.
No, like I literally three times during that bloodbath scene did I have to reconvince myself, well, she's like a permanently duplicating,
Yeah, so
like
she just
cell.
has-
She's just
Yeah.
permanently cellular replicating.
So that's
like
where all the
that's
blood
where
comes
all the
from.
blood's
Yeah,
coming from.
yeah, sure.
Because this is not realistic on
No.
any level. It just
No.
becomes like dumb and comical.
And that really breaks my heart, to be honest, because genuinely the first couple hours of this film really do speak about
The first 2/3 are great.
yeah, really do speak about, women and the struggles that, we go through in the entertainment and
But the
theater
second
industry.
she gets home and she does it, it just
and it just ruins
deteriorates.
the whole thing. And
Literally
oh
the
my
second
God.
after she sees the grotesque version of herself, sees in the mirror.
Mhm.
The second it switches to her getting ready, from that point forward, it's fucking ruined.
Yeah. Yes.
It just seems really stupid and unnecessary altogether.
Yeah, absolutely it was. Like there were definitely so many better ways to go about that. The way I described it is basically they went the whole movie with the same writer, same director, and then last minute something changed and
it's exactly what it feels like.
they had to pull someone new in. And I'm just like
Somebody who's only ever experienced like horror comedy.
Terrifier.
It really feels like a joke scene in the Terrifier.
It really does.
It really, like, you could almost see him like
Giggling at it. Yes.
and be like,
if you put him
look
in the
at all of
corner,
this.
if you put him in the corner of that, it would absolutely work.
like as if he cut his own arm off and then
Yes,
just like
and
spraying
just
people.
was spraying
and
everyone.
this is what that was.
It's like, haha, I'm a
and,
demon.
And
Haha.
he's holding
Get fucked.
his other hand is like,
Yeah, and yes, like in
Like,
front of his face, like
quite literally. It's so weird.
Yeah,
It's such
I don't know.
I don't know why they made this decision.
I don't know because it genuinely does like talk about the things that women go through, and it's like, why did we have to play it up
talks
so
about
much?
Some really it visually talks without
saying anything.
talks about some really
Deep
intense
shit.
when she's in there and she's got her dress on and she's excited and she's about
Yeah.
to go on this date
Yes.
and then she is in the mirror and
Just,
she's like
like,
not enough
redoing
makeup.
her makeup.
Oh, no, I need makeup. And
Too
then
much
she just
makeup. Oh,
hates it.
she just hates
And
it.
then she's like,
it-
"Oh,
yeah.
but like my skin and my boobs are not as good as they were because she's already been Sue.
she's been Sue, so she's
like,
oh,
it's not as
damn."
good, so I have
She's
to cover
constantly
up." And I'm just
comparing.
like, maybe just like put on a different dress that you would feel
Are
more comfortable in.
and you don't have to. The whole point of having Sue is that you don't need to do that anymore.
No,
Like you can be comfortable,
and it's already
be
been
yourself.
expressed that
It's
this
like,
guy likes you for
yeah,
you.
For you. So
It's not necessary.
Mm-mm. And he already thinks you're beautiful, so it's like,
Exactly.
what, you don't need to.
Even in my alternate ending, the only item I had her keep from her ordeal was that yellow coat.
Yeah, if you've seen it, she's got this very, very bright stark yellow coat
Yeah.
that she wears when she's trying to be discreet to go pick up her serum and her things. But it's like,
I'm like, that's the only thing as like a reminder
of
from her
everything that
past.
she went through. Yeah.
But it's like, no, we get this weird
Yeah.
fucking moment
Yeah.
at the end of the movie where this creeped up version of her is walking, limping,
traipsing
down the street at the end, and then like fucking falls and explodes.
And then her face
And then
crawls
her
back to her
face-
Hollywood star.
I really fucking thought, I shit you not, I was sitting there when I started to see the face and move. I was like, oh my God, is she going to crawl? Is like the original Elizabeth going to crawl out of this mess? And then I watched as a blob with Sue's face on it crawls out. And I was like, abso-fucking-lutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Crawls out and then onto her own star.
Like, what the hell?
And then it's the delusion. And then it's that moment because the problem is if I'm correct, this director is a woman.
Yes.
But it feels like an active shit on women who are stars.
Yes.
Because that last moment where she like dissolves and then it cleaned up by a street sweeper.
Yeah.
What
are they called? Oh my God, I freaking
a street sweeper.
Oh, I'm thinking of the ice skater ones.
Yes, you're thinking of a Zamboni.
Zamboni.
You're thinking of a Zamboni.
Zamboni. It's Zamboni adjacent, okay?
They're like cousins.
Yeah.
They're like distant cousins.
Yeah. I think I'd be the Zamboni and you'd be
But it's like, I don't even know if the director really realizes that this like whole movie feels like it just shits on older stars.
Yeah.
And that like, because even in the moment where she's about to terminate her, she's like, you're the only thing that's good that's left about me.
Yep.
And I'm like, damn, girl, you could have done anything.
And had no spot for like.
You were beautiful. You had a great physique.
Mm-hmm.
You had a guy who you hadn't seen in a long time, but clearly liked you for just who you were as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You got out of this crazy ass business.
Yeah.
Respected, technically.
Yeah.
By society.
Because they literally were just like, just when you get to a certain age, you're fine. You're just fired. It's okay.
Harvey doesn't help it. But
no, because he definitely was like, oh, she's an old bitch. But the thing he doesn't know that she's listening.
But the other thing is not even with him. I'm talking about like the generalized populace.
Yeah.
The generalized populace
still
of people.
adored her.
There were people who knew her.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to know what? Her being Sue and going on to TV and shitting on her on TV isn't helping.
Mm-mm.
Like,
girl.
There's so many bad decisions made. They could have still done all of those shitty decisions and just made it a better option at the end of the movie. Made it a moment of, I was unrealistic. I'm being self-hating for no reason. I'm in great condition. There are people who do care or who are still interested. I can have the free time to do whatever I want now because I'm still a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed.
No.
I'm still a millionaire. And people recognize me.
Mm-hmm.
I can now have the freedom to go wherever I want, be with whoever I want, see whatever I want.
Without being scrutinized.
Eat whatever I want. Because
Yeah.
that's the big thing. That big moment where she's in the kitchen cooking is because she's never been able to eat anything that she's wanted to eat.
Yeah, she just had the cookbooks because somebody was like, here you go.
I mean, that's the cookbook that, quote, quote, they bought her as a gift.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like, it's sad because it just could have been told better.
Yeah, I agree. I really agree. Because it really was really good. And then that whole ending.
It's a fascinating concept.
Like, I had 0 notes up until that one point, and then it shifted the entire movie.
Because literally, up until that point, everything else is excusable because of the chaos.
Yeah.
But the second the ending happened the way that it did, all of those things that had reasons no longer had reasons.
Correct.
And immediately became a flaw.
We did not need the whole fiasco of this New Year's thing. We really did not.
Like,
we didn't. And I'm gonna stand by that.
Too many things were done that should have just been different, and unfortunately that's just the way that they decided to go.
Yeah.
But I do have information
Yes, please.
about each of the versions of the different tiers that she goes through.
Okay.
So, getting in my notes now. Coralie Fargett's The Substance, even in describing this, is a darkly comic satire about beauty standards, aging, and the entertainment industry.
Right.
The Substance is designed to shock people. Unfortunately, not in the best way possible that they could have gone by.
Like, it was shocking. I was shocked.
Yeah.
The whole movie. They really did not need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Fargett wanted the film's effects to be largely practical.
Which I freaking could tell and was absolutely blown away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Very fantastic. Ratcheting up the gross out factor in a way that CGI can't.
Yeah.
Completely accurate. Did very good job.
Very, very good.
Enter prosthetics and makeup effects designer Pierre Olivier Person.
Pierre Olivier.
Yeah.
Person.
Whose team used everything from plasticine, silicone molds, and clay to exploding gelatin heads, puppetry, and full foam latex bodysuits to create the two best images of the film, the golem and the monstrous creature.
The golem. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Poor Demi Moore.
Truly. So the effects, like I said, were created by Person and his company, Pop FX, based in Montreal. Person dedicated 11 months to the project, spanning pre-production and shooting. Initially, Fargett had chosen another company to create the designs, but was unhappy with their results. Person later described their designs as good from an artistic perspective, but overly masculine. A rubber monster for the guys is essentially what it was, like a rubber monster, you know. Meanwhile, Fargett had always envisioned the film's ending with a monster that she referred to as Picasso of male expectations.
Of male expectations?
A Picasso. So like all of the things. So like the many tits and the
God.
yes, that's kind of the vibe.
I see.
You know, but Picasso.
Yeah. Picasso is honestly a very good way of
Yeah.
describing that.
So Fargett and Pearson conducted a technical read-through over several days, outlining the requirements of each sequence. Pearson visualized Fargett's ideas for each transformation through Photoshop, digital sculpture, and regular sculpture. He created designs based on digital scans of the actors, which Fargett could select, combine, or modify prior to the creation of actual prosthetics for screen tests. Elizabeth's transformation process was organized into a series of 5 stages, following the birth of Sue, a withered finger, a more aged look called Requiem,
Okay.
inspired by Requiem of a Dream.
Yep.
Yeah. A hunchback design referred to as Gollum, monstrous Elizasu, and the Blob.
The Blob.
Fargett deliberately sought to avoid making the effects look realistic, aiming instead to create a deformed representation of the aging process, shaped by the character's fear and anger.
Yeah.
Which, again, saying you don't want to make a caricature, but then also saying that you didn't want the effects, you deliberately avoided making the effects look realistic.
Yeah.
But not wanting to make a caricature.
You're gonna get
a caricature.
Yeah.
You either have to make them look realistic or you're getting a caricature. Like,
there's no in between.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, Moore, this is one of those scenes, Moore removes her face makeup from a mirror as was considered one of the more challenging scenes of the film.
Oh.
Because Fargett was stressed on the day of the shoot because she knew she was creating the emotional heart of the movie in that moment. Where performance, rhythm, and lighting had to be perfect. perfect. So Fargate felt if Moore and the crew could pull it off, it would be incredibly powerful, which it was.
It was.
And then the
They
movie
should have worried
continued.
about other parts.
Yeah, they should have, continued with the emotional heart and
Yes.
tried to like maybe make it a good ending where that emotional heart was like respected.
I really want them to do this film again and then just...
I don't give a shit. Take the idea. Take the idea that I gave you. I don't give a fuck. Take
Yeah.
it. Take it. Take it and make it. Thanks.
Mm.
Like, it would have been better.
Like, is there any way we can go back on it now? Because...
Yo, for real.
If it were me, I'd be kicking myself
Oh, yeah.
hard
Oh, yeah.
over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, starting with stage 1, the birth of Sue. For the birthing scene,
Yes.
Persin used a combination of prosthetics on body doubles and puppetry, which relied on 2 faceless, hyper-realistic silicone dummies that took between 1 and 1.5 months to construct.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. The entire sequence was shot with principal effects, with the exception of the close-up of the eye splitting.
Oh my
scene.
God, yeah.
Shots of the back splitting were achieved with the dummies on a raised set, operated by 5 to 6 puppeteers below,
Oh, wow. Very
while
cool.
Fargate directed from under the set or nearby.
Very cool.
So for the stitching of the back, Persin's alternated between a dummy and a prosthetic applied directly to the actress's skin. Careful attention was paid to the realism of the skin.
Yeah.
The pores, the cellulite were meticulously crafted, while layers of various colors, red, yellow, green, blue, and ochres, were applied in a pointillist method, as no single paint color can replicate a natural skin tone.
Right, yeah.
One challenge was avoiding giving the skin a too rubbery or elastic appearance. So the team designed a prosthetic with soft material, but stiffer wound edges to make the needle weaving through the skin appear more realistic.
Yeah. It was very realistic, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And the way they had a close-up on it, that was crazy.
Oh, yeah. The
Very
spine
uncomfortable.
scar and other prosthetics were applied to Moore, 2 stunt doubles and 2 body doubles. The next one is a shorter little piece, and it is the finger.
Okay.
So they tried first, but unfortunately they did like a version of it, and unfortunately it looked really fake.
Oh. This looked
Very
very
real. So correcting it took a month.
Oh.
And temporarily halted the development of other prosthetics until the finger met the desired standard of
fair
a
enough.
balanced appearance.
Because if you're doing the finger and then you got to do the rest of the body,
Oh, yeah.
it's got to be right.
So ensuring it would not look bulkier than the natural ones, achieving this required creating extremely thin prosthetics, and in total, all the prosthetics were redesigned twice.
Wow.
A prosthetic arm was used for the scene where Moore tries to wash her finger in the sink.
Yeah. I was about to say, I was like, how did that not just like come off?
So that was
Yeah,
like a whole
that makes more
prosthetic,
sense.
like arm
Yeah,
for that moment.
yeah.
Leading into Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
Persin praised Moore's professionalism during the 5 to 6 hour prosthetic application
Wow.
for the Requiem stage,
Wow.
likening it to going to the dentist for 6 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. The crew were especially impressed when Moore decided to postpone filming one of her scenes until the next day after noticing that her prosthetics had deteriorated over several hours of earlier shots,
Oh.
as she felt it would be extremely disrespectful to their hard work.
Fair enough.
So proving she's also a good person.
Yeah.
Due to Moore being particularly blind in one eye,
Oh.
she requested the makeup team avoid working too closely around the eye.
Fair enough.
So Persin assumed the makeup effects would be further altered digitally, but later discovered that this was not the case. Most of the Requiem sequence relied on applied prosthetics adhered directly to the skin, while a few shots, such as Elizabeth's leg in the shower, were fake body parts. But for the scene where she's stuck, like with the kneecap scene on the chair, a modified chair was used to conceal Moore's real legs while revealing prosthetics.
I need to go back
Mechanical
and watch this
ones
then.
crafted from silicone.
Oh, shit.
So to achieve the look of translucent skin, the team used thin prosthetic appliances that allowed the veins and bones to show through. So those were silicone. Those were prosthetic legs.
Very cool. Very cool.
Leading into the next part.
Every time you talk about this stuff, it makes me want to go back and watch and see if I can
spot it.
Yeah.
The next is the Golem.
Ah, yes.
Moore's transformation into Golem was more extensive.
Oh, I'm sure. But Requiem was 67 hours, and now this, like, oh my God, okay.
With layers of silicone prosthetics glued directly onto her body.
Yeah.
Red and blue wool were embedded into the silicone to mimic the appearance of veins beneath the skin.
Oh.
Person used silicone because it looks more natural and did not easily wrinkle during the filming of action scenes.
Like where she has to
Run.
Oh,
yeah. Or when she's thrown around.
Yeah.
So when Elizabeth runs down the hallway,
Yep.
Moore was switched out for a thinner body double to match the idea of Gollum having a spider-like physicality.
Ew. I'm sorry. No. Hate.
Yeah. A sophisticated fake head capable of realistic bleeding was created for the mirror smashing scene.
Yeah.
Quayle smashed the fake head against the mirror, and Moore mimed the actions later with her real head.
Yeah.
The visual effects team seamlessly blended the two shots to depict the head on mirror impact and Moore's reactions. Oh, yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
We're getting into the big chunk. Monstros Elizabeth.
This thing.
Since there were time constraints, as the design of Monstro had not been finalized until after shooting had begun.
Which, there you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Like it was rushed. Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Person subcontracted
Oh.
the Monstro build to Dave and Lou LSA of UK-based Igor Studios. The final design was created using 5 prosthetic heads, including a special head with a cavity that splits open to birth a breast attached to an umbilical cord.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Because, that was necessary.
That was ridiculous.
2 full bodysuits, 2 partial bodysuits, and a mold of Moore's head.
Yeah.
The suit was entirely practical.
Yeah.
With the exception of Moore's screaming face, which was achieved using digital effects, using a photogrammetry scan of Moore's face.
Which you can tell that part is CGI.
Yeah.
The one part where I'm like, yes, CGI.
Yeah. By Clear Angle Studios. During pre-production, Person expressed concerns about the plan to have Quayle wear the full suit, noting that only Quayle's eye would be visible.
Wow.
Farkett ultimately had Quayle do close-up shots for Monstro, recognizing the importance of her performance. Person later acknowledged that the decision was essential to making the Monstro's scenes visibly impactful in the final film. Quayle would later describe wearing the prosthetic as torture, adding, "I had this awesome team of prosthetic artists that put it on me and took it off of me and got me through the day, making me laugh a couple of times while I was just on the brink of panic."
Oh.
Yeah. She continued to say, my problem was I had to cry while I had the monster costume on. At a certain point, you're just swimming. There's like a layer of tears and snot inside your prosthetics.
Oh my goodness.
And they're just trying to re-glue it down.
Damn.
Yeah. The prosthetic applied to Quayle required 6 hours and was filmed over the course of 8 days. So 6 hours over 8 days. Every day.
Every day. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
That's not terrible. Okay. I will say, as somebody who's done HHN,
Yeah.
as a scare actor, that really doesn't sound that bad. That doesn't sound that bad. I mean, I understand. I get it, girl. I
Getting
understand
applied
the
to your
panic.
body for
I understand.
getting it
Like,
applied for 6 hours.
Yeah, that's
and
a
then
long ass time.
acting in it
and then
for
acting it
even
for another
longer.
longer time than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's trust me.
Oh yeah.
But only having to do that for a week of your life and then you're done. So
Oh yeah. Oh, but it continues. According to Quayle, the prosthetics caused her face to break out with acne, taking over a year to heal,
Jesus.
and affecting the filming of her subsequent role in Kinds of Kindness. Shots of Sue walking down the palm-lined streets were deliberately filmed at low angles to conceal the blemishes.
Aw.
To prevent overheating, the suit incorporated a cooling vest similar to that which race car drivers use.
Yeah.
Fargate personally donned the monster suit for the shot showing blood spraying from the monster's point of view. She held the camera herself without the headpiece while wearing the suit, as her arm was inside the blood rig. Persin also put on the suit to operate a breast pump, which required at least 10 to 15 takes, and left his arm numb from holding it above his head for extended periods.
Yeah.
The scene of the boob falling out was the special effects artist making it do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all sat in the suit
Yeah.
and did it yourself and still thought that was a good idea.
Yeah. This is what's even crazier.
I'm mad about it, and I'm allowed.
The constant spraying of blood caused the latex to turn pink as it became saturated quickly.
Yeah.
The suit required repainting, re-sewing, and drying after each day. For safety purposes, the crew sprayed vodka inside the suit every night to kill bacteria and remove moisture.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah. Near the end...
That's intense. At that point, again,
Yeah. Why?
you didn't need it.
Yeah.
Again.
You could have had like it for just
Like,
that small moment,
that
and then
small
it
moment,
explodes,
and then you're
yes.
done. And then you only need like 2 days of filming.
Yeah. Near the end of the film, the stunt performer had to be moved on a dolly due to limited mobility of the suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the blood rig was first tested, the performer slipped and went rolling backward
Oh my
down
God.
the long blood-soaked
fuck.
hallway featured near the end of the film.
Lovely. Lovely.
So that was all of that one.
And that was very obviously
Oh, yeah.
inspired by The Shining, that whole hallway.
Yeah. Now, this is the last little bit, itty bitty little bit, and it's about the blob.
Yes, the blob.
Ending the film with the blob featured Moore's face. Fargate aimed for a clear visual that would allow for full facial expressions. Person and his team constructed and manually maneuvered a puppet blob for the scene, which was overlaid on Moore's face with visual effects. It was referred to as Gremlin in the shooting schedule, a nod to Stripe melting at the end of the 1984 film Gremlins.
I suppose.
But yeah,
Somebody wanted that so bad, and that's why it was in there.
yeah.
Somebody wanted a Gremlin reference, and that's why it
Yeah.
was there.
It's just
Yeah.
yes. Did they win awards for special effects? Yes. Do they deserve to win the awards for special effects? Yes.
Yes.
Did it need to be there? No. Could they still have won the effects, but by having a significantly shorter scene?
Yes.
Yes.
I understand the wanting to come up with this character and having it have its feature moment, but at the same time, there's also a much bigger, powerful message in only having that for
a small time. And it would have been even better if, as she turned, as the monstrous version of her saw herself in the mirror, just wrecked and destroyed the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then in those last final moments, as it's trying to crawl its way into the hallway, it bursts.
It just bursts. Like, that makes so much more
that
sense.
would have been so much more impactful because it's the idea of like your expectations are reaching beyond what reality is.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we got the ending we got.
And I blame one movie for it.
Which one? Go for it.
Okay, well, let me talk about some other things first.
Cool.
Okay, so to get into it, there are 6 different movies that Fargate used as inspiration.
I probably mentioned one of them.
You did mention one of them. Requiem for a Dream is one of them. Basically, she said that she loved the film and it was with her when she was writing it. And when she discovered it, she related to like the crazy obsessiveness of wanting to make yourself better.
Yeah.
And in the end, just making yourself worse. And then like the crazy relationship between wanting to be seen and have your moment of glory and being loved by people who look at you and the craziness that can make you do.
Yeah.
So that's where that inspiration comes, and that very much makes sense. There's also, I haven't seen any of these movies, and I really would like to. And some of them you're going to be like, girl, you haven't seen that? And I'm going to be like, yes, I apologize. Another one is The Fly from 1986 by David Cronenberg.
And some of these movies, I will say, are on our list. We just haven't put them in yet. So maybe we could throw some of these into later this year. So,
So, and then we could,
talk about it then.
Yeah. So for The Fly, she said that this one had a very important place with her because it was, it had such a powerful relationship to how the genre speaks to who we are as human beings, our desire to not be limited by the fact that we are humans. And
also, our boy Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. So there's that. It's just like wanting to be something else than you are, escaping your fears and your human limitations and all of that. This is all just like things that she has said about these movies. Another big one for her was the 2001 A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. She said that this movie had a huge impact on her when she discovered it, but it was quite late. She was like in her 20s, so around my age. So about the time I'm about to watch it. Y'all can't say shit to me.
There are people younger than you who haven't seen some of the movies that we have.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And that are like, how have you not seen that?
Yeah. Exactly. So she said that she was very shocked. We did talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
She said she was very shocked in the way that grammar was used in the movie, because she said it felt natural to her as a filmmaker, whereas, this gave her a template for her for very little dialogue.
Yes.
And we were talking about that, how the movie didn't really say much, but it showed a lot. Yeah. Like, especially that mirror scene.
It said a lot in its actions.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that was, her inspiration for just, like, how the story was written.
Yeah.
Another movie called Barton Fink. I've never heard of
Never heard of that one either.
But this one came out in 91 from Joel and Ethan Coen. Apparently in the film there's like a hotel room. I don't know. But she says, I remember this hotel room where the thoughts of the character go on the wall, transforming his environment, and how this room becomes creepier and creepier as he himself goes into a darker and darker space.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I would love to find out, because that sounds very intriguing by itself. But basically she took that and she said she felt that really powerfully, and that she wanted Elizabeth's apartment to represent her inner world.
Yeah.
And how
it's slowly altered.
And how the apartment evolved with her to represent how she was transforming.
Yeah.
Which you can
And
really
how she was
see.
feeling and everything.
Yeah, especially with like the back and forth between Sue and Elizabeth, because it was very much like Elizabeth would wake up, trash the apartment, it would have food everywhere, the couch would be, you know, gross, like just paper all over the wall, and then Sue would wake up and have to clean it up for her.
Yeah.
And it was like very much showing the mental state that both of them were in. Another one is Mulholland Drive.
Okay.
Basically, she said that doing a movie on Los Angeles without having this movie in mind was almost impossible. She says she entered a world where everything is not explained, but there's so much to project of your own thoughts, of your own inside world. So she said it's not Los Angeles, but a David Lynch's Los Angeles who directed the movie. So it's not really reality.
It's a version. It's a warped version of it.
That our conscious mind and gives all the dark elements of it that no one can totally explain, which like I very much get it, especially when Elizabeth's like wandering around the streets, like, and trying to find the serum. It just feels so lonely, and dark, and even though like
it feels like something
famous,
you just shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, very much. So yeah, I totally get that. The movie that I blame for the horrendous ending we got is because she literally says it inspired the ending.
Okay.
And it's The Thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
That's another one on our list.
Yes, it is. The Thing, 1982 by John Carpenter. She said The Thing has been very important for her for the ending of The Substance. She literally said it. She said with The Thing, she thought of like the endless transformation, the endless metamorphosis for the very end of The Substance.
Which for that one is how I had to kind of just like comprehend it.
Yeah. The very end, like in the theater when the final monster comes on stage and the head is blown away. She also saw this movie in her early 20s. Apparently she had that's cool. She had a routine of like waking up and every Sunday and discovering a new horror movie.
Yeah.
But she just said she loved the relationship with metamorphosis and the way the practical effects plays with all of your phobias.
What's funny enough is I actually have a friend who's at work and he'll on the weekends he literally just like goes to the movie theater the whole day.
Yeah.
Like he'll like watch a movie and then he'll go eat something and then he'll go watch a movie and then he'll go eat something else or do something and then he'll go watch a movie. He'll just spend the whole day watching movies. So he's seen a fuck ton of movies.
I love that, to be honest. That's great. That's how I need to start spending like one day out of the month, just because there's so many movies I haven't seen.
Yeah.
If you haven't realized, like I just mentioned a bunch of famous movies.
Yeah.
Space Odyssey, Mulholland Drive, Requiem for a Dream, The Thing, and I haven't seen any of them.
And it's like we need to watch them whether or not they're on our list of like what we're doing for episodes, but like we can also do them for episodes as well.
Because
I think The Fly is definitely one that I
that's
think
also
would be
another one.
And technically we still have a collection of months at the end of this year that we got to figure out.
Yeah. But that kind of reminds me of Rosemary's Baby when we were watching a whole bunch of movies that were like, this was the inspiration. Yeah. And then we finally watched it and I was like, oh.
Okay.
I
get it.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I understand how a lot of, like, I see a lot of movies within the one.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
You can see the bits and pieces that made up parts of the other ones.
Yeah. So that was just a bit about, you know, the inspiration that Fargate had, you know, going into The Substance, which you can very clearly see all of those.
Yes.
Just from what I know about each of them and their storylines.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to talk about something a little more serious.
Okay.
I don't have lore about anything. I mean, unless you want to count, like, the history of women being shunned everywhere as lore, which you kind of can. But I really want to talk about this movie's, like, main theme, what I took away from it, at least, and that is absolutely, like, just the negativity and the atrocities that women face every day of our lives, just because that's just how it is. And I'm so sick of it. And yes.
And a caveat. Because I don't want to hear it. Yes. Do we know that there are men who deal with issues like that?
Absolutely.
100%.
This is our disclaimer. We understand, we realize, we see.
Unfortunately, the main demographic of people who get targeted are women.
Yeah. And I can talk about this for hours. And, you know,
even in describing one of the special effects, was the reason why they didn't go through with one of the effects was literally because it was a rubber mask for the guys. That it was not what they wanted, because they just made a creepy, gross thing to humor the men. It was too masculine in concept.
Like, that's insane.
So,
but yeah, I just thought that this was a great movie to bring these things up. For the past few years, like, you know, I have a theater degree. I've done a lot of research on this. I've had to write papers on it. I'm not, you know,
unaware.
Like, it's
not educated. And that also doesn't, it wouldn't even matter if we weren't educated. We're also women.
We're just women. So
who unfortunately experience this stuff.
And there was something I'm going to preface this before we start.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish. I don't care. Love her. That's my girl. She said something and it has stuck with me so hard. And I don't, there's not a time when like something happens to a woman I don't think this, but it's like she said, and it really blew my mind. She said, every woman that she's ever talked to or ever will talk to has a story about a man.
Yes.
Negatively. We mean. Like,
100%.
every single woman
will have a negative story about
and I mean bad. Like, I'm talking like mistreated.
Not just like, oh, I was catcalled on the street.
Well, even then.
But
that's
like,
still like a thing.
That's still a thing. But like horribly mistreated.
Yeah. By a man.
Yeah.
Every single woman has a story. And it really impacted the
There's
way I
at least
viewed a lot
something.
of stuff.
That's
There's
occurred.
At least something
that's affected a woman deeply.
And that, like, yes, has affected her deeply. And that she probably will think about for the rest of her life. Doesn't matter.
I have one.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Hi, you have one.
Oh, I definitely. I have one.
Oh, we both have one.
Exactly.
On varying degrees.
Yes.
And
then I had to
we're
sit
barely
there.
Cruxing our lives.
Yeah.
The beginning of our lives.
Exactly. I was 16 when mine happened. It's like, you know.
Kind of vaguely
the same.
Roughly. It was high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we've all got one. And then I had to sit there and I had to think about it. I was like, all right, my mom, yes. All right, my grandma, yes. All right, my best friend, yes. All right, my other best, yes. All right, all these women that I've talked to over my life, yes.
Is there a female in my life who doesn't have a story?
I can't think of one. I cannot think of one.
No.
Every woman you meet has got one. And that's really sad.
And unfortunately, age is not a factor in that one.
No.
So don't be shocked if you hear a 10-year-old who says,
oh my God, yeah,
that they do.
Yeah.
Or someone younger.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's like,
if you're of female genetics.
Most of these stories have happened to women when they were under 18.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so honest with you. Yeah. That's just the world that we live in, and it's disgusting.
Yep.
And let me tell you about it, in case you don't believe me. Here are the core findings on gender disparity in theater.
Oh, yeah.
Just in theater.
Just in theater
This is
alone.
just theater.
Just in entertainment.
If you wanted to go into medical, oh my God, is that an entire monster on its own? And don't even get me started with women of color. Don't even get me started. Like, people of
we're just like scratching the surface with just women. There's too much.
Yeah.
In all of the fields. In every field, in all of the fields.
Yes.
All fields suck ass when it comes to gender equality.
Like, the reason the reason this gets me the most, though, other than medical, is because this
has a grosser side to it. This has I know that the entertainment industry has a significantly grosser side.
Oh my God, yes. But it's just the fact that people see this field as so female dominated and is so women empowered and is so yes, this is where women shine and where women thrive. You've got it so ass backwards.
No, the reason why you think that they thrive and shine is because that's what they have to present to you
exactly
that way. Otherwise, you don't like them.
Yeah.
Also, if they don't look the right way, there's so many things.
Yeah, like
there's so many things.
There's so many things.
God forbid a woman is natural.
Oh, the worst thing you could do.
You know, I recently saw, I think it was Sabrina Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
There was a picture of her where she was like, I guess, like a picture of her that was like her stage makeup and visuals.
Yeah.
And then there was a picture of her like plain
Fresh
face.
face, yeah.
And she, so cute, plain face.
Yes.
Such a little button.
Yes.
Just a little button.
Yes.
And it was about like, that she, like, people were being like,
Of
she
course.
doesn't look good without. I'm like,
Of
y'all
course.
need to shut your goddamn mouths
know.
because she's as cute as
I
button.
know. It's why
without
she's
makeup
blush
on.
blind, bro. Like, y'all keep telling her to put more.
Like she's beautiful when the makeup is on, but with the makeup off, she's just like,
But it's
adorable
so sad
looking.
because as women, we'll never believe that when somebody says that to us.
and that is unfortunately because of the way that society has trained us.
Yeah.
Because
And
compliments
honestly-
are half given.
And honestly, I'm going to be so honest with you.
And then when the people who are genuinely giving you a compliment, who
Yeah.
truly think, like,
Yeah.
at this point in my life, if you're going to give me a compliment, it's, if you want me to believe that it is a genuine compliment, you have to be like a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to be like a grandma or like an older woman or like a
Right.
very young kid.
I'm not even going to lie to you. The one time a guy gave me a compliment, it was on my nose. He was like, wow, your nose is so perfect. And his girlfriend was literally standing right there. I'm like, whoa, bro.
I think it's hard to take compliments from men, and that's just because of the way the society has kind of built us.
Yeah.
Is that it's very hard to take them unless it's your own partner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we as women can give compliments to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless they know
Male,
you're
female,
gay, though. And
anything.
then they're like, whoa, you're not trying to hit on me, are you?
I'm like, women, regardless of who you are, what you are, where you are, whatever you are, a woman can give you a compliment and
Mm-hmm.
and you will feel good about
I
it.
feel good about it.
That's saying something. Because I can't necessarily say that about guys. Not all. Remember, we're not all, but most. Not all, but most. We're those women.
But
We're
I am
women who
gonna
are
say,
aware.
I am gonna say this though. I am really, 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 extremely, very much so sick of every time I bring this up and somebody wants to hit me with the, oh, but men. I understand. I fucking get it.
Yeah, we get it.
I
We
know. That is not my freaking point.
No.
I need you to hear me about the issues that I'm talking about.
There's a difference between a minority and a majority.
It's like, trust me, I get it. It is very much like when black people were like, Black Lives Matter, and then all these other people were like, but all lives matter.
I'm
It's like we understand,
we understand that that's not the point right now.
That's not the point.
That's not the issue right this
That's
second.
not the issue. It's not the issue.
It's not.
It's like, I totally get it. And I totally understand that, in order to change these things,
I understand
we need to
that,
be more.
that all people matter. But right now,
Right.
in this moment, no.
Yeah, exactly. And
No.
I think you need to
'Cause
wake
we
up
need to
because
help-
you are just in that moment. You're only thinking about yourself, not
Exactly.
anyone else. And that is the
Exactly.
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, open your ears and listen and open your eyes and see what's in front of you. Like, I am so sick of it. It's like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to complain about it because it is a huge issue. And the fact that so many people feel the need
Yeah.
to then backtrack or try to defend or try to do this, I don't want to hear it.
No.
And I'm sick of hearing it.
And-
because we are in a time where we do not
Yeah.
put enough.
We don't have the luxury
No.
to try to backtrack shit. No. Bad shit's going on. Y'all need to Stop it.
And it's like we give way too much leeway for people who just absolutely do these things and get away with it. And I'm so sick of it.
It's also the idea, okay, kind of talking about men and women. It's also the idea when we have to us as women, why do I have to fucking stipulate not all men, but most? Why do I have to stipulate that?
Right. Because we're going to get attacked in the comments.
Because we're going to get attacked.
That's what I'm saying.
And
that's what I'm sick about. Like, I totally understand.
Like, why do I have to stipulate that, but I know for a fact that some dude doesn't?
Right. Yeah.
I know for a fact. But I have to because I'm a woman. Mm-hmm. And I know that someone's going to be like, well, but
and
I
even
don't
some
need
women
that.
are going to do that.
Yeah,
and it's
because they aren't
they're
on their own side, which
correct.
Unfortunately is wild.
Correct.
But you also have to understand, because we are people and we're also just human, and the internet is the way that it is, when there are like people who are saying all men do this and all men do that and blah blah blah,
like,
and all of this shit. Here's the thing. They know not all but most.
Mm-hmm.
They know that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
people are going in there
all
and
of the men that they've met.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem that I think some people don't comprehend is the reason why so many women say all is because pretty much all of the men that they've interacted with do it.
Mm-hmm.
So if 95% of the men that the women meet are terrible pieces of shit, unfortunately, just like a review for a food place, most of the negative reviews are going to be looked at first before any positives.
Correct.
Is because that good final percent, that's the rarest possible percent, is overshadowed
Yes.
by such an intense degree
Yes.
that any of the good ones, us as
Correct.
women, we know we're not talking about the good ones.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a good one. Sorry.
It's so true. It's so true.
It's a fact.
It's
And the
so
problem
true.
is that the good ones don't stand up enough.
Yeah. And I'm sorry.
I'm like,
I really am.
if you really want to be a good guy and not the quotes good guy, stand up.
That's because that's the
Show
whole
and
thing.
prove that you are a good person.
To be masculine is to be able to stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves.
Here's, oh my fuck, what was it that I found? Okay, I found something that I'm like, okay,
That's being
this
a protector.
needs to be
That's providing.
even
like
this is even more. This is on a level that's even crazier, and I need you to comprehend this because this needs to be taught to men on a level that's like all men. There's like a textbook, and in a textbook, this is a lesson. This is like 4 months worth of a lesson needing to be taught to guys. Masculinity, for men to be seen as feminine in any degree, the only reason why certain men fear being seen, doing, having, being, or in any way seen as being feminine on any degree, the reason why they fear it is because they don't want to be treated the same way women are treated.
Oh, holy shit! Holy shit!
So these alpha men,
Oh my god!
these men who call themselves out to be alpha men, these men who are afraid to do anything that could be perceived as feminine, it is because they are scared, because they don't want to be treated the way that they know women are treated.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
So if you're actually a masculine man, you don't give a shit what anybody thinks. You're going to wear whatever you want. You're going to wear nail polish. You're going to have colorful hair. You're going to have a wacky outfit, or maybe have a more feminine trait or a feminine hobby that you do, or express yourself in alternative ways that maybe be perceived as feminine because you don't care.
And I'm going to give a quick
But the men
shout
who
out.
do care, they're just scared.
Yeah. And I'm going to...
Those alpha bros,
Yes.
all of them, they're scared because they know they don't want to be treated the way that they treat and others treat women.
That is an incredible point. And you want to know how I know that this is true and why we are so comfortable to say these things? It's because our fathers
Oh, yes.
are absolutely gems of people
Truly
and men
fucking
that have given us the space to feel this way that we do about men in society, because we know what a good man looks like, and we know it's just...
Do I think that my father is the absolute cutest of patooties in the world?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. Do I think that my father is absolutely adorable?
Yes.
100%.
Do I think my dad is one of the most wholesome, lovable people
Ever?
on the planet? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Are they afraid to show who they are? And,
absolutely not.
And stand up for women and be who they are and be okay in their femininity?
Swear.
Yeah.
Look. You are, when you just accept yourself for who you are and aren't afraid what others think.
It's hard. It's very hard. It's hard.
But when you do it, you are 10 times more attractive and more powerful than any other man around you.
And I'm not understand. It's like they just think because they were born with a gene that makes them stronger. Ooh, ooga booga.
Ooh, they can't cry or have emotions.
It's like, bro.
Yes, you can.
Who in history did this to men?
It's also just the idea of like, it's also just the idea of like, I'm sorry, we're biological beings. Society does not dictate whether you have an emotion or not.
No.
I'm sorry, but if something makes you cry, you're going to cry.
And that is
if something
fine.
makes you happy and giddy,
absolutely
to know
that.
Do you have any idea? Okay, a while ago, and I hope it's still going as beautifully strong as possible, is there was a series of videos that I saw of men frolicking in fields.
Yes!
And they were like, I'm frolicking, come frolic with me. And it was just videos after videos after videos. I'm getting goosebumps of just men just giddy as little peaches in cream, just fucking frolicking through a flower field.
Oh
just
my God.
in joyous
I think all men
nature.
need that.
And I'm just like,
all men need
just
that.
do it.
Just do it.
Like,
just let go.
Let go.
Be free. Oh my
Be
God.
free of societal standards, and guess what? Those societal standards will change.
And that's where we say these things, because who we're talking about are not... Oh my goodness. I just think that what we're saying right now is proving that. Just be yourself. Be free. Stop holding on to these societal standards that tell you have to hate women. I'm not holding on to the ones that tell me I have to hate men, even though, it's a struggle.
And here's the truth of the matter is the concept of saying, especially if you on the other end are listening to this and saying, well, I don't hate women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But like I said, think about it again in this term. Men who are afraid to be seen as feminine on any degree is because they are afraid to be treated like women. So if you want to be a man and you want to be masculine but have some feminine bits and pieces, you have to be willing to experience that.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to go through some of those struggles, or even to be seen. I don't even care. If you have to sit there, if people want to see you as less than, then you know that they're not good people. Because the idea is that they're looking at you and saying, well, women do that, so they're fucking shitty. Think about it that way.
Yeah.
If you're doing something feminine and they call you gay or they say anything like that,
that's a compliment. I'm sorry.
For us, it's a compliment.
It.
But it's the idea of, you have to think, the number of times where men will see other men doing something feminine and be like, hey, yo, that's gay. I'm like, no. That's feminine. And you don't like that. But you're using gay as the derogatory term. But because it's a little feminine, you don't like it. And that's just because you're scared.
Yeah.
And that's what's unfortunate.
It's insane. Like,
if enough of y'all do it, society changes.
And right now we are going in the opposite direction, which is insane to say.
You know, I saw a video, and this is gonna fucking blow your effing mind. This is on the level of like men not having emotions.
yeah.
level of stuff.
Well, yeah.
But even more insane. Like actually insane.
Okay.
We're biological beings built to have certain things that grow or are just on our body in general.
Yeah.
That we have to have scientifically proven because it does something to protect us.
Mm-hmm.
Emotions are in the body naturally. You can't help them. But too many men are told that they can't be emotions. I saw videos of men who were like shaving their eyelashes because their eyelashes were too long and they looked feminine.
Oh my God.
And I'm like down to nubs.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I'm fucking sorry. You need them to protect your eyes.
Yes.
They're not there for show.
No.
Just because there are things that we as humans can apply to them to make them look pretty
Oh my God.
does not stop them from having a fucking function.
No. Like you have that on your body
Like
for a
it's
reason.
there for a reason.
Like your eyes need that protection from sweat and dust and all the things.
It
Any foreign bodies, really.
blew my mind because I was like, what the fuck is happening
It's
here?
gender affirming care.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
No. You throw
Gender affirming care.
Gender
Sorry.
affirming care. Yeah.
Gender affirming care
Yeah.
is what that is. Coined a new term, trademark, horror unmasked. Thanks.
Yeah.
Because too many men are gender affirming. Because I'm sorry, but if you can't be comfortable as who you are with what you like and what you do and how you look, then you need therapy. You need therapy.
Yeah.
You need someone to talk to and be like, why do I hate this, but I actually like it, but I say I hate it because I'm scared of what others think. And I'm like, well, stop caring what others think.
Just do you.
Because if they don't like it, then they were not good people to begin with. You'll find the people who like you for the thing that you do. So trust me, you're fine.
And I don't mean being misogynistic and racist and homophobic. I don't mean that. That's not what I don't mean be you when you be that. That's not what I mean.
No. I mean you being like I like to wear nail polish, or I like to wear pink.
Yep.
Or I like to wear platform shoes, or I like to be alternative in any physical form.
Yes.
Or in action or in hobby. Like, yes, my man, if you think crocheting looks really cool, pick it up.
Fuck yeah.
Try it. If
I would
really
love to see
paint,
a male's crocheting circle. Are you kidding?
I would love to see a book club that's all men reading spicy novels. Like, go for it.
Oh my God, they better. I think they would have a ball.
I would love to hear of a group of men all,
then they would understand what we mean by men
videos,
written by women.
A collection of videos where there were a couple of guys who were going through and watching all the Barbie movies, and I was like, yes, please, thank you.
I saw one video where a bunch of dads got together and they were learning how to braid hair.
Dude, yes.
It was like
Fucking
braiding
do
hair
it.
and wine. It was like paint and sip, but it was braid and sip. And I was like,
Please.
hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Sit with your boys, chit chat.
And it was good. They were fucking whipping it up in the hair salon.
Just like
yes.
it is perfectly normal for a group of women to go into the bathroom together.
Oh, yeah.
Same concept.
Yes.
Like, dudes, you don't have to sit and talk about football or talk about sports or talk about the girls you've been with or some other weird like if you're into mechanics, cool, and you want to hang out and talk with people who do mechanics,
not
but
to
also paint your
stereotype
nails
you all,
pink.
but
If you want to talk about mechanics but you also like to paint your nails pink, cool. No one in that group should be judging you for that.
No, correct. And if they are,
fuck them.
We're booing them.
Get rid of them.
I will say there's been a mass thing on the internet where it's just a bunch of women saying like matriarchy. We've tried the patriarchy for centuries now.
We need to do a matriarchy.
It's time for the matriarchy. Let's take a time out.
We were so close.
We weren't though.
But
we weren't though because we won, but it was
won.
rigged from the start, baby. It was rigged from the start. Mama La Kamala. I'm sorry.
We needed it.
We did, but the universe had other plans for us. They said we're not ready for that yet.
That's not fair.
We've been living in a fascist regime for longer than a year. If you didn't notice, it's been since 2016.
Send help.
No, that's not a joke.
That's not a joke.
That's not a joke.
I'm not saying that out of like send help. No, send help.
Like there's no other hope right now. Like nobody in this country is doing anything.
Has it been a year? Has he been in a year?
Yes.
Oh my.
It's been over a year. But it's been since
It's like
2016,
never
girl.
ending.
Maybe even longer. It's been since the 90s. This started with Epstein, and you can't convince me otherwise. Okay, I'm saying too much on the internet now.
Oh, girl.
I'm sorry.
You're putting a target on our back.
I am. Well, I already think the FBI is watching.
Oh, the FBI is definitely already watching us. We research horror stuff. Yes,
we research horror stuff, and then we're constantly talking about how Trump needs to,
yes,
maybe drop off the face of the earth.
I
wouldn't do that to him personally.
Hey, not me personally, but like, hey,
if somebody wanted to, I would not be upset.
Trust me, the idea is circulating through a lot of people.
I would never push somebody
Okay.
to do that. I would never say that should happen.
Here's a person,
But there's
that's making.
I think it's illegal to say that. But
I don't know if you told me something. I don't know if I told you about this.
What?
But it's quite funny. I saw an article that was about Adam Sandler.
Love.
Because he has hats.
Mm-hmm.
He's campaigning.
Oh, yes.
And he has hats that says "Make America Trumpless Again."
Yes.
And he's actually getting a lot of traction.
Meta.
He's getting a lot of attraction.
Yes.
Like,
it's Adam freaking Sandler. Everybody loves that guy. He's like
we're tired of this. Like, he's literally
yes.
in
as
it.
he should be.
He's in it, and he's starting to do shit.
That's because
and I was like, yo.
Adam Sandler's the man who literally has not given a shit about anything.
If
like
Adam
appearance,
Sandler
money,
is
nothing.
standing up against our political system, something's up.
Well, okay, you can't convince me that everybody in Hollywood did not know about all these files and the biggest sex trafficking ring. That exactly.
A lot of them are in it.
You can't tell me that
Unfortunately.
not everybody knew about it and didn't say something. And that's really what irks me. It's like all these people knew. I don't care whose name is in it. If your name is in it, you're going down. I don't know why everybody was like, yes, release the files. And now that they're out, we're not doing anything about it.
And they're not even really out.
No, they're not. And the fact that
they're not even really out.
And the fact that unredacted victims' names, pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Of children,
yes,
on the internet, like, is that not releasing of child porn? Like, why are we normalizing this? Why is it normal?
It's unfortunate because it's the equivalent of going into police documents and being like, why is that in police documents?
Right.
But it has to be because it's evidence in police documents.
Right. But it's the fact that we're not investigating, we're not prosecuting, we're not doing nothing. We're not doing nothing. And it's like, okay.
Shit has to get done.
It's got to get done. In the UK and in other places, they are swift with it.
Oh, yeah.
They're swift with it. But what are we doing here?
You know what's even crazier is the fact that, like,
and again, I would never tell anybody. Okay, I have to disclaim.
Yes.
Because I would never tell anybody to go do harm to anyone. I would never wish for harm to be done to others.
No.
I'm just saying that this...
It's already been a thought in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
People were cheering on the dude who killed that one CEO.
Yeah.
And also we're laughing and making fun of the guys who went down in the submarine. So trust me, like, the eat the rich thing is already going on.
Oh, it's not
because
a joke.
The people below them are already saying, I don't care about you as a human being.
The rich were eating the poor.
Yep.
Literally.
Literally.
Like, it's not a joke anymore. It's really not. And why are we still just sitting here acting like everything is normal? It's so strange to go through daily life in a normal way and just this be the reality.
Yeah.
Like, there are genocides happening all over the world.
There's so many things happening around us, and we just are, like, existing
and we're just existing. And I don't know how to do it. I really don't. And, like, I'm feeling like
one step
guilt.
at a time, unfortunately.
I'm, like, feeling guilty that I'm, like, in this good position,
but
really,
you also
but
have
not.
Okay. Yes, we are technically in a quote what would you be considered good position.
Mm-hmm.
We're both white women.
Yeah.
In America.
Yes.
The women part doesn't help.
Also, maybe the queer part.
The queer part doesn't help. But the fact that we are just white women is enough.
Like, we're passing.
The fact that we are white is enough.
It's like
the women, all of the other stipulating parts of who we are as a person are the things that degrade us down.
Oh, yeah.
But just the fact that we're white is the biggest factor, unfortunately.
Like, how do we use our power to
do anything?
Do good.
And it also doesn't help, not saying that nothing is happening in our state.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is happening in more distant areas. Because I'm going to say this right now. If we do have any foreigner listeners or anybody who's traveled on any extended thing, most of the time people don't realize that the reason why we don't know everything about everywhere all over America is because every state is its own country.
Basically, we're huge.
They're that big.
I'm sorry. We're a gigantic
we're fucking
country.
massive. We're like, you could just set Florida on top of like all of England,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't even be all of Florida. Like it's
Yeah.
that level. Like in Europe, you can take a train and visit almost every place.
Yes.
In Florida, or even if I wanted to go from Florida to Tennessee, that's
far.
That's almost 15 hours.
15-hour drive.
That's 15 hours.
Yeah.
I've seen like joke things online of people who live in like Europe and other places who are like, you moved 30 to 40 minutes away. You live so far. I'm like, I drive an hour to get to work.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then I drive back to get home.
Yeah. I really, it is the infrastructure of
My
this
brother
country.
lives
It
in
makes no
another
sense.
state and my mom flies to go see him.
Yeah.
So,
It's not fun.
America's a big ass place.
Big as fuck.
And unfortunately, it would take a long ass flight to get to some of the places where most of this stuff is occurring in.
Mm-hmm.
Because not every state is having severe things happening in them.
I know. Minneapolis right now, though.
A lot of them, yes.
Oh, girl.
And that's the point. It's in specific states
Mhm.
because they're already centers of a lot of those things.
Yep. Who knew it would have been in Minneapolis?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew that the substance would pull this out of us?
Look, I'm sorry if you're still with us. I appreciate you listening to our rants this long. I still haven't even gotten to the statistics.
Yo, no, you haven't.
And if you listen to that, you would be like, yes, this is just theater in a field that is supposed to be women dominate. Right.
I'm gonna let you get back to them notes. But yeah, no, it's hi. We are the dumpster fire. It's us.
It is us. And yeah. And I'm so like on behalf of.
I literally had family that
God.
just went on vacation into Europe, and they were like, and the people there were like, so America,
So
huh?
America.
And they were just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
and they went to Germany,
Yeah.
and Germans were like, so America.
Looking a lot like us, huh?
Yo, yeah.
Maybe like 100 years ago.
A historical flashback.
Yeah.
So yeah, if other places are very, very well aware of the absolute shitstorm we're in, imagine living here.
Yeah.
But back to that theater notes.
After that total dump of, I'm sorry, you can clearly tell we've been holding on to stuff.
There's just a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, and none of us know how to process.
Yeah.
With that said, I'm about to give you more information that I still don't know how to process.
Yeah.
Today, this is just in theater, by the way.
Just in theater.
Just in theater.
And not like entertainment, like not like movie level theater, just like theater, or like
This is
entertainment general.
This is theater.
Gotcha. Like stage theater.
Yes. Because that's, what I know most about, and
What you did your degree on.
a little bit. I know I've mentioned the Bechdel test.
Yeah.
Not even sure this movie passes. I don't even think this one passes. Because that requires two women to have had a conversation for 2 minutes, something not about a man, which possibly when, Sue and Elizabeth are like fighting, but at the same time, they don't really talk to each other.
Yeah, no.
So there's that. I know I've talked about that, and then the reverse of that. And there are not many movies that pass that, and I'm sure there aren't many plays either, because if you listen to this, today, women write roughly only 20% of new plays produced in the U.S.
God.
20%. And you want to know how many women are part of the theater crowd? 70%.
Yeah. Which is the majority.
Yes.
And we are the minority in the creating.
Crazy. It's almost like I just said that. And women, and they've only written under 15% of produced plays for about a century.
Oof.
A century.
15%.
Under 15%.
Jesus Christ. A century? Goddamn.
A century. Like, I never, ever, ever want to hear anyone ever say,
complain about a woman director.
oh my God. We need to be bringing
and
them
look,
up.
just because we were over
so
here
heavily.
being like, this director is a woman and we're
Yes.
mad about things that were made decision-wise
Yes.
in this movie is not the same thing as saying, why is she a woman?
No.
That's not the same
That's
thing.
not the same. Because I still
Like the
love and
one star
appreciate
from
this
last
movie.
week, from like the last episode, the one star
Right.
from last episode,
Yeah.
where it's like this, they need to have balls.
Yeah.
I'm like that is being a dick about
being
it.
an asshole. Also, love the fact that the past two movies have been women directors.
Yes.
And I'm going to say that because, like I just said, this is just in theater. Can you only imagine it in film?
In film, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hello. Where all you hear is that we've only had male presidents and that we've only had male directors and that for the longest time
Yeah.
men were the only ones allowed on stage. Like, I really don't want to hear it anymore. Like, I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like women can't have good ideas.
A Broadway study literally found plays by women sold 3,538 more seats per week on average than plays by men.
Weird.
So what are we doing?
It's almost like women who are allowed
Mhm.
and who are known to be allowed to express emotions,
Yep.
thoughts, and feelings on that kind of level are that successful.
Yeah. But did representation increase after that?
No.
No. Not at all.
Because the men got mad that
Yeah.
they did well.
And there have been many studies, it's crazy, that where an identical script, like same script, got stronger recommendations when submitted under a male name.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hello?
Another thing I saw online is I saw there was a guy. They were coworkers. It was a guy and a woman. They were coworkers. And he and her, like, she was complaining about her work and that, like, she wasn't able to keep up to pace the way that she wanted to, and he couldn't comprehend why. And then one day he had a client and he was like, I don't know why this client is being so difficult. And then he realized he had been signing it under her name. And he was like, what the fuck? And then he did a thing where he's like, I'm going to switch it over to my other person, and
Yep.
started signing it as him, and immediately, and didn't change a single thing that he said.
Yeah.
But just now it's a man he's talking to, and immediately it was receptive.
Yeah.
So he and her switched roles. So she would sign as him, he would sign as her. And he was able to realize, like, she got through absolutely the barely with all of the clients because they wouldn't take her seriously at all.
Yeah.
And it would take him so much longer to get stuff done. And she would come in and be like, I've never been able to be this productive with work
Wow.
because people are just listening and just doing. I'm giving the same kind of, they're both giving the same
Which is
kind of critique.
so crazy
but
to me.
For her, it's more complicated because it's like, well, but, and then with him, it's like, oh, yes, I understand.
It's so wild to me because, this whole time, women are put under this, like, scope of, like, oh, being a mother and being motherly and being able to set boundaries and teaching your kids how to, and you are, like, the
Being
main person
feminine,
of
being a home person,
being the person of the, like, the main person of the house and, like, teaching everybody what
It's
they
why
need to
I
do.
hate the sentence domestic goddess. I don't like it. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
How about just keep your shit clean?
Yeah.
No matter whether you're a man or a woman. Just fucking clean your shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a domestic goddess. I just want to clean shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, I think that's why I like, it's that same concept. It's terminology, man.
It's
It's just like referring to how they used to say, like, actors, actresses.
yeah.
Sometimes we still say actresses, but at this point we just say actor.
I say actor. I don't care.
Because why
give a
does it
fuck.
need to have
I don't
the
give
difference?
a fuck. I'm gonna just call him an actor
because that's what they
because
are.
that's what they are. Yeah, why we have these differences is so crazy to me. And it's like when I was also doing more research into this, like, you know, just over my degree and my schooling.
Yeah.
It was like, I think I found it was almost a 2-to-1 ratio on how many men versus women are actually portrayed in theater and film.
Yeah.
It was like very close to a 2-to-1 ratio. Like it might as well have been.
Yeah.
Like it's like
for every 2 men,
there's
one
woman. And sometimes that's not even really the case.
Yeah.
It's like, just look at, I make a mental note every single movie I watch. Like, what's the cast like? Is it split evenly?
Yeah.
Or is it heavily more towards one side or the other? Who's the main character? What are we talking about? Like, I'm always actively looking at these things.
What's
it's
the
like,
crux of the story?
Right. Because it's, I don't know. Because
it all affects it.
It does. And I need to be conscious of it. And I think everyone needs to be conscious of it, because so often do we just sit there and watch a movie and get lost in this fantasy world of what the story is trying to tell, that we're not actually thinking about what, and that's why I love our podcast, but we're not actually thinking about like what went into it, how many people, you know, are, you know, in it, what are the dynamics like,
what is the representation and the actions between characters.
Yeah.
What are their motivations?
And people probably think I think too much, but I am constantly thinking about
we are theater and art kids, so all it's like the time. That's just kind of the way that it works.
Yeah. But it's like, why? You know, when women, even in the 1600s, were seen more as playwrights, they produced way more than we do now. It was almost 40 to 50% of like
Holy
written
shit.
and produced plays back in the 1600s.
Damn.
Like London. And it's like, why has that changed? Where has that gone?
Yeah.
Like, I understand that we weren't allowed on stage back then, but we were allowed to write the stories that were being portrayed.
And that's fine. Like, you know what? Fine.
But at least, you know, our voice was being heard.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, but now it's,
our thoughts and our ideas were being expressed.
And now they're not. They're just so minusculed by this idea that, oh my God, I think just the past couple hundred years is totally fucked.
Yeah.
And I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's unfortunate, man.
It is very unfortunate. As for statistics, you know, there are so many. I could talk about a bajillion, but I won't. Because honestly, that right there,
you get it.
That's all you really need to know.
You know?
Like, you understand, like, women, hello?
Yeah.
I talked about the ratio, like how many are actually represented in theater, how many get to actually write stories to represent us.
Yeah.
And that right there is a huge problem. And I didn't even mention the sexual, like,
issues behind all of it. Yeah.
Like, I didn't mention any of that.
And don't act like none of that has, that any of that has stopped today.
So that's just right. Even with the Me Too movement and all these things coming out, it's like people talk about it for a second and then we're over it. And I'm sick of it. Like, we need change and we needed it yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, we needed it 100 years ago. Yeah, yeah. Like, so long ago. And that's why I'm just sick of people advocating for the other way around. And like, I get it. Trust me, I do. I don't want men to get hate. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
We need to do better.
Do we have male artists and creators and things like that we love and
Absolutely.
that we do? Yes, 100%.
Yes. But I'm never going to knock them down to try to build other women up.
No,
and that is exactly the opposite of what men do.
Yeah.
And what women who are also like ingrained in this idea do.
The fact of the matter is we just need more of those men being willing to stand up and be like, no,
it's like,
that's not okay. I don't like that.
They're so scared of like being put on the back burner and not being able to shine in light of a woman. And it's like,
again, back to the, if you're afraid.
Yeah.
If you're afraid.
Yeah.
To be treated like a woman, you need to reevaluate your life.
Yeah.
If you are afraid to be second fiddle to a woman, if you're afraid to be, you know, like, it's the idea of like, I think we've had a lot more men nowadays. In a combination of some of the people from my generation and some from your generation.
Yeah.
That are being more and more like, no.
Absolutely.
I want to be the stay-at-home bitch.
Absolutely.
Let her make
yes.
all of the money.
Yeah.
I'll be at home.
I'm not that way. I'd very much rather be the stay-at-home girl.
You know?
But
the idea is
that there's more men coming out and being more
also
comfortable
just
with that.
There are more men that are being more willing to be more expressive and being like, fuck you, I don't give a shit what you think.
Yeah.
We need like a version of punk to come back that's like
yeah.
feminine punk.
Yes. Yeah.
Like we need a feminine punk that's like
yeah.
specifically tailored towards men.
I just think that, okay, I'm going to talk about the waves of feminism here for a second.
Yeah.
Because this has a very big part in it, I feel. But a lot of people will look at feminism now and see it as such a negative thing and see it in the way of like, oh, it's just to go against men.
No.
Maybe the third wave, but the first and the second were not about that. It was
especially the first one.
Oh my God, especially the first one. It was all about
just
equality.
And 99% of the women that you're gonna meet, we just want to like be equal.
Yeah.
I just want to like be paid the same.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be treated
we're still not
the same.
Because we're still not.
Like, if you as a man,
over 100 years in the making,
you
like,
understand.
Of course, we're pissed off now and on wave 3. Like, of course, we feel these things.
I know for a fact that you've seen this, and I know it. It's the I remember there being like a thing. Someone asked if for a day there were no men on Earth, what would you do?
And a lot of them were like, take a walk on the street at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a walk on the street at night.
Yes, I would.
And wear whatever
I wanted. Yes.
Because, again, that's it.
And it's crazy.
Feel safe walking at night and being able to wear whatever I want without anybody being weird about it.
Yeah. Yes. Knowing you'd only get like the compliments from the girlies.
Like, the truth of the matter is it has to do with the idea that, like, what the fuck does what I wear have to do with you?
Yeah.
If you have that, oh my God. It's why I want in schools to, like, they need to redo their dress codes, their shit like that, because I'm sorry, but if my shoulders are freaking out the teacher or any of the other students,
get your head out of the fucking
some
gutter.
of y'all need fucking help. I'm sorry, but if you see my shoulder or my midriff and it bothers you, if you see cleavage even a little bit and it bothers you, why you looking? Enough for you to comment that it makes you uncomfortable, which means you're being aroused by it on some level.
Ew.
You need to reevaluate your life.
I cannot.
Like,
again,
it's
punish the
uncomfortable.
pedophiles. Punish the pedophiles. They don't get enough punishment.
Like, it's wild. These dress codes are meant to restrict women.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yes.
Because there's also been, and this is why I was saying a lot in my generation and your generation, there's been a lot of boys who have literally and actively dressed in ways that go against the dress code for women, and not a single word.
Yep.
Wearing short skirts, short shorts, wearing tank tops. Not a fucking word.
Like crazy.
And it's a bunch of high school boys doing this and being like, so how does this work?
Right. Like, props to them, for real.
Fucking props to them.
Because they're
Prove
actively using their privilege to prove that it is wrong. And that is what needs to happen more.
Prove that the system is broken and that it needs to be fixed.
To prove that. Because you can. And that is your power.
Because if you're not going to say anything about me wearing this, then why the fuck are you going to open your mouth and say something about her wearing this?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but women are born with tits. There's only so much we can do. Some of us have a fuck ton of cleavage. Some of us don't have a lot of cleavage.
And some people, like myself, develop early. And you can't do anything about it.
On a separate podcast that I listened to, I think it was last podcast on the left I was listening to. And they were talking about something. And it had to do with kids. Because I think it had to do with something about, like, kids being referred to as, like, flirts.
Oh.
Like, you know, but babies. Like, small children. Like a 5-year-old boy. And a parent being like, oh, he's just a flirt. I'm like, no, he's not. He's fucking 5.
He's 5.
He just knows that women are like mom. That is another mom. because that's mom and that looks like mom. So that's another mom. Default, because they don't know better.
Like, why are we pushing off these weird sexual things onto children? Like, I really don't understand. Why are you telling us, oh, you're pretty, you must have a lot of boyfriends, or no,
or you're gonna be or he's gonna be a heartbreaker.
It's like, why are we
That's
talking
creepy as
about
fuck.
that?
Why are you sexualizing my child? Like whether it's a girl or a boy, like they're gonna be a heartbreaker, or she's
Whatever
not allowed
the
to have a
stereotype is
boyfriend
you're
till
putting on
later, or
them.
whatever the fuck. If you utter any of those words about your children or about a child,
yeah.
you need help.
And even if you didn't realize that, now you do.
Because that's fucking gross. Why are you sexualizing them?
Because that's what you're doing.
I told you about a video about this like 8-year-old girl who was at the beach wearing a bathing suit, a 2-piece bathing suit at the beach. And she was with her mom and this other mother and this younger boy, probably about 5. This other mother was absolutely yelling at this other mother for allowing her daughter to look like that, and literally said, if my son rapes her when she's older, that's your fault.
Like, that is fucking insane.
I'm sorry. No,
How
it's not.
How do you have the gall,
It
the
is
nerve, the audacity?
You're projecting that your son's going to be a rapist.
Yeah,
A.
yeah.
And
who's raising him that way, by the way?
You are the one at fault because you're the one that raises them.
Yes.
So you are the one with the fucked up mentality when you look at an 8-year-old girl and your 5-year-old son is over here looking at her. You want to know what he's probably looking at her? Or looking at the fucking giant unending ocean of water that his brain probably can't comprehend fully?
No, literally.
But even if he is looking at her, he's probably looking at her because, oh, we could probably play together.
Yeah. Yes. And it's so sick and fucking twisted that this is the reality that
little
we
boy
live in.
is not thinking about anything sexual because he doesn't know what that means.
Mm-mm.
Only you do as an adult. And anything that you put sexualized on a child means you need help.
I agree.
Desperately.
100%. And we don't what? We don't punish the pedophiles enough.
Yeah.
We don't. We really do not.
Shun. And believe me, moving forward, if I ever hear an utterance of anything that is like those things,
my God.
I will look at them and be like, you are gross. I don't even care anymore. I'm going to outright to people's faces, if I hear people start saying shit like that or anything like that around me, I'm going to look at them like they are the most vilely disgusting, like they shat themselves in front of me.
Yes.
I'm going to look at you like you
Yes.
are absolutely disgusting, and I will comment on it.
Can we like do a new thing where in 2026 we are, we're actively speaking up about these things when we see them, because there's not enough of it, and I don't care who gives. Like, I'm at the point.
I'm gonna make you feel bad for being a terrible person.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me at this point. If you think I'm weird for standing up for that,
you're the one with the problem.
That's not my problem. That is absolutely yours.
If you think there's something wrong with anything I've said, you need therapy. You need possibly also a jail cell, depending.
Oh, depending.
So
Depending
like,
on what you're disagreeing with there.
evaluate your life.
Yeah, please.
And make better decisions, please.
Please. Because I can't deal with this anymore.
We diatribed hard.
We absolutely did. We're going on like 2 hours now.
Holy shit.
Like 2 hours, 12 minutes. Yeah, we did. We stepped
Editing
on
this is going to be a bitch.
Yeah, but we stepped on our soapbox. We got up here. We talked our shit. We spilled the truth. That's all we can do, It
doesn't help that it's also one of those movies that's talking about something.
Yes. And then
that's a current issue.
Yes. But then it also absolutely derails on it. And it just makes me feel like we have to talk about this more.
Yeah.
Because why do I feel like she did this to please someone else?
Yeah.
Like, why do I genuinely feel like she did that? Because there's no way.
It doesn't feel like an empowering film.
No.
Nothing about it feels empowering.
Well, I don't think it was ever supposed to.
But it could have been.
But it, yeah.
Just like Candyman. Candyman had an empowering concept to it. Mm-hmm. Why couldn't this have?
Right.
The literal idea of Candyman is he's there in the defense of other black people.
Mm-hmm.
and will be there if he knows that you're not the problem.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. Black, white, old, young, doesn't care. He's going to come for you.
Yeah.
If you're a good person, you're safe. If you're not, you fucked. Why couldn't this be a similar concept of like, accept yourself for who you are, you go through this horrible thing, you come out the other end like a rebirth.
Yeah. Yeah, so
unfortunate.
Yeah, as we swing it back to the actual plot.
Yes.
But yeah, if you didn't know all of these inequalities and all the bullshit that women face, you should probably do some research.
They could have added 10 more fucking minutes to this movie and had another one of those screens pop up that said rebirth of Elizabeth.
Yeah.
As the big and then we get to see her
either add
becoming
10
a better
more minutes
person.
or just taking 20 away.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. One of those two, but made it better.
Yes.
No matter what, it would have made it better.
Yeah. So that's why I don't give this a 1 star. I don't. But obviously some people do.
Yeah.
This is a long one. This whole
I'm
episode's
worried
been
about
long.
it.
So what this?
No. What this 1 star is about to say.
Oh, let's find out.
Let's find out.
This was the one I found with the most substance.
God damn it.
So
because of course.
Yes, I had to throw it in there. So they say, the substance left me shaken and, honestly, physically sick by the end. It was disturbing, not just in the finale but throughout, though the ending truly took the grotesque to a new level. At first, I thought it was a story about a Hollywood figure struggling with aging, but the extremes this movie went to were beyond unsettling. I'm genuinely puzzled about what kind of mind could conceive of such horrific imagery. It felt less like storytelling and more like a display of the writer's darkest fantasies. As someone who loves movies and appreciates art, I can say that this isn't either. Instead, it feels like a horror fantasy born from a very troubling perspective. The film's obsessive focus on sexualized horror and graphic, dehumanizing scenes makes me question what kind of compensation would even feel adequate for the actors involved in such a demeaning project. I don't believe any amount of money justifies the level of exploitation depicted. This could have been an intriguing story about fame, aging, and societal pressures, but it veered off into sexually explicit and gruesome territory that overshadowed any potential. There were endless close-ups of fresh wounds, needles piercing skin, and gratuitously drawn-out shots that seemed to exist purely for shock value. The food and aerobics close-ups, analogies made no sense and felt like they were just there to satisfy some disturbing creative impulse. In the end, The Substance is a horror film that leaves behind a lingering, nauseating aftertaste, and I would never in my life watch anything like that again.
I feel like my face just got more contorted as it
I
went on.
noticed that. I looked over and it was like, oh.
I was like, my eyes were almost closed at the end there.
And you're trying to understand it, yeah.
You're making it sound a lot more intense than it actually was.
I know. The way we sat here and like, just if you go and listen to our podcast, it explains all of that.
Yeah. It's not like, is it a wild experience? Yes. Is it like life shattering?
No.
No. They're making it out like,
is this the first horror movie you've ever seen?
Like I could comprehend the people who did Terrifier getting extra compensation.
Yes, yeah.
But
yeah.
This?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
And the whole movie is about fame and aging and all that kind of shit.
It is.
The whole thing.
Like it is an intriguing story about fame, aging, and societal pressures.
Is it gory? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it life-changing?
No.
Could it have been life-changing?
Yes.
Was it life-changing?
I think she was too scared as a woman to actually go there.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
I know earlier I was all like, where did this come from? Where did the whole men and women thing go wrong? And I have a theory, but it would piss off a lot of religious people, so I'm not going to go there.
No, we all know. No, we all know.
What, that the Bible was written by men for men because they
Yes.
couldn't handle the fact that women are the closest thing to God by giving birth? What? I totally didn't say that. Otherwise,
Oh, don't worry. There's many religious people or also other podcasts that have said similar concepts. So yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's just my thought. You don't have to agree with it.
but no, it's not as intense as that person is making it out to be.
No.
It really isn't. If you want body horror, go watch Terrifier.
Yes.
Go watch Terrifier if you want like real body horror.
The close-ups of the wounds and the needles and all of that.
that was one fucking scene.
That was one scene. And also it was necessary.
It was necessary. You're not going to just leave her with her back fucking open.
Right.
It was literally in the kit.
Mm-hmm.
It was part of the kit
Yeah.
for her to sew up the body.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was literally in there for the other self to sew back up the original self's body.
Mm-hmm.
It was part of the process.
Yes. Yes.
It's wild.
So, I don't know. That was a very long one, and I felt like, I don't think you were... Yeah, I don't know.
It
I
feels
think
like
you
this was
thought this was gonna be
possibly
something else.
a more intense. This is probably one of the more intense films that this person has possibly watched.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know I'm very desensitized to horror now.
Oh, yeah, same.
Like, on a level that's like, where, like, it has to be something real specific for it to get me.
The last time a movie actually got me was like after I hadn't seen a horror movie or just a movie in general in so long, to where it was after COVID. Nobody's been in the theaters for like 2 years now. I finally went back. Conjuring, the devil made me do it. Got me.
Yeah.
It got me.
And I can even say for me, even after all of the things that I had watched, the first horror movie in a while that really started to make me, that like gave me a sense of unsettling and discomfort was the Blair Witch Project.
Really?
Like, because I literally woke up, no lights on, just started the movie.
Oh, yeah, no.
I woke up
No.
and started the movie.
Yeah, fair.
I was like, ooh, this is making me uncomfortable. Because I'm also that person who, like, when there's prolonged moments of just staring into darkness, I'm like, I'm ready for something to come for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of that in that movie. And there were
So
many
true.
times where I was like, I don't like
I don't like it. Yeah, so there has been no movie since then that has actually made me like,
fear.
yeah. I mean, maybe Terrifier.
But that's a different kind of thing.
Different. That's like body horror, and that's me fearing for like actual real life people to get ideas and then come for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do not.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
It'll be the last thing
That's
you
tapping
do.
into your actual body horror fear.
I hate, yeah. And it's one scene in particular, we all know.
Yeah. But it's also just the idea of like, which is not too bad in our next film, but you're probably going to be like, ew, I don't like it. Because our next movie is Event Horizon.
I don't know what that means yet, but I will.
Here's my best example.
It sounds alien-like.
Here's my best example.
Okay.
Hellraiser in space.
So, yes.
Yes. So, like, if you were trying to, like, bare bones describe this, it's Hellraiser in space.
No, I did watch it.
You did watch it.
I did watch it. Oh
did
my
watch
God.
it.
I did watch it.
You did watch it.
I did watch it.
We were going to do this movie
Yes,
last year.
we were.
And then time was like,
Yes,
absolutely not.
I did watch this.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
Hellraiser in space.
Hellraiser. You're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right.
It takes you a minute to remember
Yeah.
certain scenes,
Oh
and they're
my
like, oh
God.
yeah, no, yeah.
I feel like I'm going to have to rewatch this, to be honest.
You're going to rewatch it. I'm like, you're going to be like, this is as weird as I remember it to be.
Yep. Yeah.
As weird as I remember this to be.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
thanks for sitting with us.
Yeah.
And
This will
agreeing
be
with us.
This is going to be a bitch to edit.
I'm so sorry. We just rambled on our
But we'll
soapbox,
figure it out,
but-
man. We'll figure it out. This might be a longer episode than normal.
Yeah.
But all is good, man. All is good. Or as good as it can get.
Yes.
But truly, truly, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe on stuff. Send us to people who you think might be interested in listening, because we do want to build a platform
Yeah.
for people, because we do talk about some fun stuff, and
mixed in with the
different.
serious as well.
Mixed in with the
but
serious, yeah.
It's important.
the number of times that we have these kinds of soapboxes are at least a little rarer than normal.
Yeah, it's usually just when
it's usually
movie does
tied
talk about
to the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, we're hopefully going to do some things that might help get us out there a little bit more. We both have to get a little bit better about it. I'm trying to situate us in a way that we can post on social media a little bit better.
I'm gonna start that process. It'll be better.
And don't worry, I'm going to hand you some things to help you along the way.
Yes, thank you.
Because, again, if you want us to watch anything specific, you can send us an email at horrorunmasked@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram and Threads.
Yay!
At Horror Unmasked. So look those places.
Fuck X.
Yeah. I'm not, I don't care about Twitter.
No.
I just don't.
No.
But Instagram and Threads are some places where we'll be posting some stuff. And then, like I've said, you can listen to us on pretty much anywhere where pods are cast. We're on many, many places. And if for whatever reason we are not somewhere where you listen, or you want to listen to us on a different platform, let us know and we can work with doing that. So I think with that,
there's only one thing left to ask. Will you fear?
Or will you fear not?